Hello! So, I know it's been like a whole month, and I haven't been uploading every week, and I'm really sorry, and I'm trying my best. Yeah, been going through a lot of stuff. Um, I don't want to like whine the whole time. If I'm gonna whine, then I would do a free therapy video. Um, but working hard, taking care of others, trying to take care of myself, etc. So yeah, today's video is about dealing with difficult people and toxic relationships. And the tips I'm about to share, I wouldn't really say that they are healthy advice. I would say they are unhealthy. It's unhealthy unhealthy advice for an unhealthy situation. And we all know how unhealthy certain relationships can be and how unhealthy your actions can be. It's kind of like a spectrum. So you're probably like, what is she gonna tell me? Is she gonna tell me to? No, it's not like that. I just mean it's like this. Sometimes when you're dealing with unhealthy people, you have to use unhealthy ways because that is all that they know. And that's all I'm going to say about that for now. So, the first step to dealing with a difficult person or toxic person is you want to weigh the outcome. You always want to weigh the outcome, calculate if you're going to be successful with them. Just kind of use your own judgment because you know them better than anyone else would, and you know the situation better than anybody else would. So ask yourself things like, is it worth it to be assertive? Should I just ignore them? Kind of imagine how the conversation might go, like, if I did talk to them about this openly, assertively, if I confronted them about this, how would they react? Would it be positive? Would it be negative? Would they get angry? Obviously, if you're someone who's living in a toxic environment or you have to deal with difficult people, you know that you don't have a lot of energy and you have to really prioritize where to use it and have to calculate the risk of using or losing any of that energy. So you have to calculate, is this even worth it? Should I even try to talk to them about this? If I do talk to them about it, what am I going to say? How are they going to respond? Is this going to make things worse or better? And most of the time, with difficult people, it's going to make things worse. So this is onward to the next step. So if you can't talk to people and tell them how you feel without them losing their mind, this is what you have to do instead. What you want to do is you want to challenge their behavior in a tactful way. So let's think of an example. Maybe you work with someone and they're really grumpy and they never say hi and they'll walk up to you and they'll just start talking to you about something you're doing wrong, or asking you to do something, or complaining about something before they even greet you. They just walk up to you and be like, hey, you need to get more people to sign up for blah, 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 you know. Instead of responding to what they're saying, you want to challenge that behavior that you don't like. You want to challenge it by saying, hi, to show them what they are supposed to do, since they obviously don't know. Right. So they might stop what they're saying, they might say hi back, or they might ignore you. But you're still challenging that behavior that you don't like, and maybe next time they'll know to say hi to you or greet you before they launch into their feedback. So, another example would be maybe someone says something really mean to you or rude to you. Like maybe you're at work and someone tells you sarcastically, oh, you look like you're having fun, or oh, you look like you're happy to be here, or how come you're not smiling, or smile, it's not so bad, or something really. What you can do to challenge that behavior in a respectful, professional way is, and you have to make this convincing, you have to appear very genuine. You can be like, what was that? Or what did you say? Or what? Or I didn't hear that. To make them have to say it again. Most people are not going to want to say something like that again. They'll be like, oh, never mind, or oh, And if they do tell you it again, then you can say, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were telling me my hair looked nice. Or, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I thought you were, something positive, something like you're going to force them in a respectful, professional way to stop being an asshole. Okay, so, they might say, oh, yes, your hair does look nice. Or, their attitude is going to change. And those are some ways that you can kind of reroute a conversation and make someone stop being a jerk. But that has to be. And in a short interaction where you can control how long you're stuck talking to that person. So, like, at a party where you can move on and talk to someone else, or in a professional environment, in a transaction, or at like maybe a family gathering where you can move on to the next person. So, I don't know. Yeah, I have this written down. So this next part is for a more intimate relationship, a more complex relationship. Maybe it's someone that you live with, maybe it's your partner, maybe it's a parent, maybe it's your roommate. I don't know. So a lot of the times in relationships, people are doing something you don't like, or they're not doing something that you would like them to do. Like, you know what I mean? Usually in arguments about something you're doing I don't like, or something you're not doing that I need you to do. It's those two things. I don't know why my face is turning red. And sometimes, a lot of the times, that you're not able to confront the person directly about what they are doing or they're not doing, right? So this is something you can do. This is a way to confront them without it turning into an argument. So this, it's like I said, this isn't exactly ethical. This is very unhealthy advice. This is kind of like gaslighting. This is kind of like psychological warfare. I mean, I wouldn't go that far to say that, but this is it's ingenuine. But like I said, sometimes you have to use unhealthy ways to deal with unhealthy people. So, okay. So what you're going to do, either they're not doing something they're supposed to, or they're doing something you don't like. You're going to talk to them. You're going to apologize to them. And you're going to be a little projective here on purpose. And you're going to say, what's an example? Maybe you're in love with a guy and he hasn't been attentive, or he hasn't called you, or he isn't really talking, or he's kind of ignoring you, or he's not giving you any attention at all. So what you could say is, if you do get a chance to talk to him, you would say, "Oh, I'm sorry if I haven't given you enough attention lately. I hope you're okay. I want you to be happy. I care about you. My hair keeps getting in my face." No, don't say that. I'm sorry if I haven't been around very much lately. And I care, and I want you to know that I care about how you feel. Or like maybe your roommate isn't cleaning around the house enough, or picking up, or not doing enough. You could say to them, "Hey, I know I haven't really been cleaning as much lately. I haven't been doing enough lately, or I didn't clean this, and I'm real sorry about that, but I want to work on it. And I hope you understand." Or just stuff like that. And this is a way to confront someone and make them think about something without hurting their ego. Because they're going to take some time to think about what you said. They're going to think to themselves, what? Why are they apologizing to me for this? They do all this, or they do that. Or like, what are they, what is this? Like, they're being so nice, they're apologizing, and they're going to think, wait, maybe I should help them with this, or maybe I should do this. And even if it doesn't help or motivate them to take any action, at least you've kind of planted a seed in their mind without having any kind of assertive confrontation. Because if we all know that when you're dealing with someone who's toxic, if you ever try to be assertive with them, they're going to take it as a personal attack, and they're going to be offended, and it's going to turn into a very negative situation. So yeah, that's another thing you can do. There's more. Even after that, if you're not able to talk to someone about anything, you have to challenge their behavior. You have to use apologies and projective statements to even talk to them about anything, because their ego is that fragile. There still is another thing that you can do, but it's not for them. It's for yourself. And like I said, this isn't the most healthy thing to do. But sometimes you have to think a certain way in order to survive. So this last part is essentially you are going to perceive things differently for your own benefit. So what's an example? How can I explain this? So you're gonna make a decision to perceive other people's behavior and interpret other people's words in the most positive way that you can muster. But you're not doing this for their own benefit. You're not giving them a handicap. You're not letting them get away with anything for a temporary amount of time. Within reason. You are going to see what other people do and say in the most positive, best way possible for your own sanity. So maybe someone says something hurtful to you, and it really, really hurts you. You're going to rethink that in your mind and try to think of a different way that you could take that, a different way you could interpret that. Even though you kind of know in your heart that they said that to hurt you and that they wanted to hurt you, you're going to make a choice to see it and perceive it differently. And this can apply to other people's actions too. Maybe that roommate didn't help you clean the house. Tell yourself, well, they're trying their best. Or, they're dealing with a lot of stuff. And I know that they're trying their best. Word of caution though, I wouldn't apply this to a romantic relationship because that's a little different. You have a choice or whether or not to be in that. You can only rationalize someone else's behavior for so long. I'd say this is good for a temporary living situation for someone you have to deal with. Maybe it's a relative that you have to see sometimes or spend time with. Maybe it's one of your parents. You want to be really careful with this one because even though you're reconfiguring things in your head to help you survive, that's going to make you stay in that situation longer. That's going to make you able to stay in that situation longer. And people need to always know that no matter what your situation is, you always have options. You can always leave. You can always have someone help you leave. You can always, this is a temporary band-aid to help yourself up here deal with other people's shit. So don't do this your whole life. Don't do this in every situation. This is just like maybe you are stuck caregiving your grandma and she's really mean. I don't know. So, think about that. So, yeah. Whoops, I knocked over my candy. Oops. I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded for a long time. I always have ideas. I have a whole list of videos to make. I want to help other people out there like me. But if you are like me, you understand that, the motivation isn't always there. So yeah, if you are watching this or you've watched my other videos, thank you. Please like or comment or, even message me or add me on Facebook or, just whatever. Stalk me. Yeah. Okay. Well, bye.